let's talk about colorful rice. I got the best email from Maxine in California for what she calls colorful rice. And it starts off with a great organic, long grain wild rice. So I'm going to use this whole package. And into my saucepan, I already have about 2.5 cups of chicken stock going, and that's going to add the flavor. By the way, that is low sodium, low fat chicken stock, but still lots of flavor. You can always add salt and spice later on if you want. And you know what? This rice is really a great idea because it's firmer, it's more chewy, it's a nuttier rice, so it has a lot of flavor and it's really good for you. Now, in my sauté pan, I just want to add a little bit more of my olive oil cooking spray. Again, controlling how much I use. And this is going to be my colorful part of Maxine's rice. In here is just going to go about 1/2 cup of my chopped onions. And while those are starting to sauté away, I'm going to give my mushrooms a little bit of a chop because I want them in smaller pieces. These are button mushrooms. Next, my celery. You know, I'm a little spoiled now from Semi-Homemade because I'm so used to buying my mushrooms pre-sliced in the grocery store and having the work done for me that when I went in there and they weren't there, I was stunned. I couldn't believe it. It just saves so much more time. I had to buy a whole bag, bring them home, wash them, cut them. 10 minutes later, they were in my marinara. Now, this is just 1 stalk of celery, and you know they come in those pre-sliced bags. Normally they come for like kids' lunches, but I had some in the fridge, so I thought I'd use them. Nice little pieces, so we're gonna have green in there. We're gonna have kind of a white with a beautiful brown color, very rustic, and also some nice white onions. Every little color under the sun is gonna be in this rice and be delicious. So in goes the celery, and the mushrooms, and that is it. You just want it to sweat a little bit and kind of soften up. Welcome back to Semi-Homemade. I'm Sandra Lee, and this menu is all about cooking healthy. Now, this rice is from a semi-homemaker, a very smart one, Miss Maxine. She emailed me, and what it's called is colorful rice. Now, this is just long grain wild rice, and in here I used a little bit of olive oil cooking spray so that I can really control how much I use. And there's celery in here, and just chopped up mushrooms are in here. There's also onions in there, and I'm combining these two together. Now to this, I want to add 2 things. I want to add, well, actually 3. I want to add cranberries, 1/2 cup of those, and 1/2 cup of chopped pecans. This gives it lots of crunch and makes it even more colorful. And then a can of water chestnuts. And these are great because they have almost no fat and they're a great source of potassium. And I love them because they're crunchy and delicious, nice bright flavor, mild taste. Just make sure you strain them first. And that is a very Asian ingredient. Going to be perfect with my Thai chicken that I'm going to finish up in just a second too. Let it simmer for a little while until those nuts soften up a bit. One more thing I want to add to this, some orange zest. And this is the zest from 1 orange. Beautiful. Nice and colorful, full of flavor. Fold in all of that orange zest and all that great long grain rice, nuts and chestnuts, celery, onions. And Maxine, I have to say thank you so much. What a great recipe. That is a beautiful, delicious dish.